This video is presented by EA Game Changers. Any currency used in-game was provided by EA for my use in the game. Thank you, EA. Hello everybody and welcome back to Arsen Girl Gaming. My name is Heather and I thank you for joining me for another Sweet Treat Showdown. Yes, this is our third Sweet Treat and it's going to be the sweetest of the sweet. So let's go ahead and jump in and get started. All right, this is the Catwalk Fabulous Sweet Treat Showdown, and you will see that they have only one grand prize, and that is the Picture Perfect Career. A timid sim builds confidence to strut their way to supermodel status. So that is our first new full career that has come along with a Sweet Treat Showdown. So this should be an interesting playthrough. We do get 45 boxes that we have to open of the regular Sweet Treat boxes and 24 Royal Treat boxes. So let's look at the prizes that we're going to get from these. We're going to start with the Simstagram Fab Neon Light. And a lot of these you guys may think seem familiar if you play The Sims 4, and that is because they were part of the Sims 4 Machino pack and it was a stuff pack that we were able to purchase. So now these items have made it into The Sims Mobile, which is kind of cool. So here's the Machino bomber jacket, Machino etched leather shorts. I love this mirror. This is the Style Pop fashion mirror. We have the Polar Bear bookshelf bling, the Total Poser modeling magazines, Fashion Week paparazzi rack, the Machino Luxe lounge jacket, and lounge pants. And of course, multitude of colors, which we will need to win as well. And then in the Royal box, we have the Vogue Vibes clothing rack, the asymmetrical aesthetic sofa, the Style Pop bookcase, and the clear sense of style window. And let me just tell you, the windows in the Machino pack made it worth the price of admission for me on The Sims 4. I can't wait to use them in builds on The Sims Mobile. And the game I'm playing on actually has a build waiting to be done. So that will be coming soon. Let's go ahead and get out of here because this time around we also have a Sweet Treat Fan Fave quest. And when you complete the quest, you will get 10 of the Royal tokens. You will get various of the standard tokens throughout the quest. So I think we're gonna go ahead and do a walkthrough of the quest, and then we will play through the starting of the Sweet Treat Challenge as normal. So let's go ahead. The first thing is play one challenge. So there you go, hand in hand. To start the challenge, we're gonna click on Start Sweet Treat Challenge, travel to the event. Hope you guys like that new loading screen as much as I do. And it is time for a Sweet Treat Challenge. Your baking skills will be measured up against a professional pastry chef. So Frankie Flan, she is back. I flattened my last competitors like pancakes. You better get out of my way. Oh girl, we beat you. Hope you're not a sore, or should I say sour loser. Boom. So we're going to start off on round 1 of 5. Now I do believe that this should be the only 5 round that is in this challenge. I believe I read that they are now all 7 and 10. There might be a third number in between. There might be 7, 9, and 10. I can't remember off the top of my head, but this will be the only 5 to make things a little bit easier. So what we're gonna start with is oatmeal cookies. Yeah, and girl is ready to take you down. So let's get going. So, okay, you guys, I know you've been through this. I know we have a love-hate with the challenges. I want to continue to help you guys be as successful as possible. So I want to remind you to go around and be careful with your sugar cubes. Look for things that have a high percentage and a lower cost if possible. So you will notice I am starting out at 95%. I am not going to waste any sugar cubes. I'm going to go right in for the dome, try it. I have a 95% chance of winning. Let's bake it and see what happens. Come on, girl. Everybody's clapping. She got sweet perfection. Golly, ain't it nice? Downright stunning. That's a gorgeous dessert. I know. Thank you so much. What are we going to bake next? We are going to bake raspberry muffins. Oh, girl, don't even try me. I got this. I can do these things in my sleep. And we now are down to a 90% chance. So I have the choice of using 2 sugar cubes to increase my chance by 8%. Or I can waste 2 sugar cubes and buy 35 tokens. I'm going to go ahead and hold off on that. I'm going to do the 8%. That'll get me to 98%. And that should get me high enough that I should beat this round with my eyes closed. So let's try it and see what happens. And there we go. Sweet perfection. Downright stunning as always. Thank you so very, very much. And our round 3 is going to be a lemon meringue pie. And we are starting at 80%. So we are significantly lower at this point. You'll notice that we have a chance for 18% for 4 sugar cubes. Or again, we can buy 35 tokens for 2 sugar cubes. At the end, if I have extra sugar cubes, perhaps. But for now, I'm going to just waste my 4 on 18% because goodness knows I can use that help. And that will get me to 98% again. So let's go ahead and do that. Cash out and see what happens. Fingers crossed, we bake a delicious lemon meringue pie. And there we go. I'm a pastry prodigy. Of course, we knew that. Round is completed. That is round 3. We're going to move on to round 4 and make chocolate souffle, which is my favorite. So now we're down to 75%, and our option is 18% for 4 sugar cubes. We're going to take that. And if you look around, there are no other options. So that brought us to 93%. Now, I don't have any other options to increase my chances. I only have 1 more round to go. I'm going to go ahead, or do I have, no, I have 1 more round to go. So I'm going to go ahead and get some extra tokens. Waste a couple sugar cubes there. And then I'm going to try my hand at 93% and see what happens. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Come on, girl. Yes. Sweet perfection once again. Showing who's who. And round 5 is here. Raspberry cream cake. Isn't that thing gorgeous? Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. Can we do it? Can we do it? You can do it. I know you can do it. Look more confident than that. All right, girl. Let's see. Now you'll notice that we actually have 2 of these options. So we have 8% for 2 sugar cubes, 18% for 4. I'm going to do both of them because I started at 70%. So that will get me higher. Not quite as high as I would probably like to be, but it also leaves me with some sugar cubes. So I can go ahead and buy 75 cookies for 4 sugar cubes. So see, I'm kind of doing like a budget in my head. Like, do I have enough to spend what I need to spend to get past this round and finish out the challenge? If so, then I'll add these to my basket. And 8% here should get us over the threshold, hopefully, because that'll get us to 96%. Oh, but wait. It gave us another option for another 8 at 2 sugar cubes. We have 2 sugar cubes, so let's go ahead and do that because that will put us over 100%. There is no way we can lose. So great, and we're going to walk out of this with 6 sugar cubes remaining and bake this baby. So we're going to get this done. We're going to bag this trial round. And there we go. We did well. Now this is what you're going to do. It's going to get progressively harder as you go through the process, but just keep budgeting, keep thinking things through. And remember, you can do these. You get 3 tries right out of the gate. And then after those 3 tries, look at that. That cake's so beautiful. After those 3 tries, you'll get a new try every 8 hours. So you can come back and play this again. But now we've triggered our quest. We're going to go ahead and collect our 20 cookies for that, our 10 XP. And now it wants us to play 3 challenges. So let's go ahead and go through that. I'm not going to make you sit through the challenges, but I'm going to go ahead and finish them and then I'll be right back. Okay, I am midway through my second challenge and I just wanted to pop back in and talk about different options you have for buying percentages. So you can see here I've got like 6 options: sugar cubes, money, sim cash. Let's see if we have any with cupcakes. There's sugar cubes and cupcakes. So those are the different currencies you can use to buy percentages. I want to encourage you to explore all the options you have and again, work them into your budget. Figure out which works best for you to increase your percentage chance of completing a successful round. And one thing you might see pop up occasionally as well is this offer to spend cupcakes to get additional sugar cubes. If you have cupcakes, I highly recommend doing so because it will be beneficial to you. The more sugar cubes you have, the better off you are. Just finished my third challenge. I'm going to move on to part 3 and get those sweet treat tokens. You come here to win. Yes, I do. Collect 500 sweet treat tokens. So doing so, we can do that in a multitude of ways. We can continue to play and go through challenges. We can work, we can do hobbies, and come back after we get 500. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I got my 500 tokens. I am moving on to part 4, which is play 5 challenges. So you guys can see how this quest is designed to play out over the entire 14 days. Do not try, like I am doing, to finish it all in one day or you will kill yourself. But just so you guys can see each step and what is expected to get these extra 10 royal tokens, I'm doing this for you. I'm taking one for the team. Let's get started and we're going to do 5 more challenges and I'll be back. I finished my 5 challenges, so we're going to go ahead and collect on part 4. And part 5 is get those sweet treat tokens. No sprinkles of regret here. Collect 700 sweet treat tokens. So you guys know what that means? I'm going to go do it and I'll be right back. 700 tokens are collected and we're going to move on to part 6, which is play 7 challenges. Just a reminder that this quest is designed to be played out over the entire 2-week period of the challenge. So don't kill yourself to do it right away. Part 6 is done, and now we're going to move on to part 7. Let's collect those coveted royal treat tokens. Collect 5 royal treat tokens, which you could do basically just by doing 1 challenge. So get to it. All right, I got my 5 tokens, and now we're going to move on to the 8th and final part of the quest, which is play 10 challenges. You're the fan fave. Finish strong to earn your rewards. So 10 challenges. Here we go. All right, I'm about to finish my last challenge. I've played about 28 challenges at this point, just so you guys know. I think the total track is going to be about 28 to 29 challenges in whole for the quest. I wanted to come in and give you some tips that I've noticed after doing all these challenges. So every single time I start a challenge, I do not waste any time. I go right into cash out. And I so far have never failed on number 1. And then I do the same thing on round 2. Just go right in, hit that, bake it, get out. And on those 2, I have never failed. So don't waste any sugar cubes on the first 2 go-arounds. Then on round 3, I look for a very specific 18%, and it costs 4 sugar cubes. So I go ahead and do that, then bake it, and almost always succeed. Now, remember, these are risks because there are still a percentage that you could fail. I might have just gotten lucky, so be prepared for that. in your own game and be ready to pay with Sim Cash if you want to recover from this. So I do the same thing on round 4. Look for this 18 percenter and do it, and then cash or bake out, cash out, bake out. No, I bake it. That's what the words I'm looking for. And again, almost always succeed. So then it gets a little bit more complicated. You get to level 5 or round 5. Now, in the 20, I think I did 29, maybe 28 rounds, and I only had 7 rounds. So do the 32 percenter again, bake it, and succeed. Then 6 and 7 are a little bit trickier. On 6, I try to just do the 32 percenter, and you'll see here I'll do that and then I'll bake it. I fail on this round, so I have to pay, I believe, 100 sim cash to get past that. So it is a complete and utter risk. You're probably running, I mean, I guess the percentage it says is like 80 something, so you still have a percentage where you could fail. Be prepared. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to follow my tips, be prepared. On round 7, it's 150 sim cash if you fail. What I do is I usually have 10 sugar cubes remaining at this point. I do the 32 percenter again for 6, and then I do 2 of the 8 percenters because they're only 2 sugar cubes each. That gets my percentage to a high enough, I think it's 98%, that I feel confident and almost always win. I played around as I was going through all of these, trying to figure out if there was any rhyme or reason. Now, remember, this could all change with the next Sweet Treat Challenge. This is literally just what I experienced going through this challenge. And you'll see here, it worked. With the one failure. So failure is always an option, and don't risk it. It's like gambling. It's like going to Vegas and gambling. Don't do it if you're not willing to risk losing. So that's my cautionary tale. I finished the quest. I got my royal treat tokens. And now it's up to you guys to play out the Sweet Treat Challenge. Like always, I love to hear from you. Please leave your comments below. Tell me what you think of this. If you're having more fun, I feel like it's tuned a little bit better this time. And I think it might be a more enjoyable event for you guys, especially with the quest as a way to earn extra tokens and extra royal treats. Now, don't look at my numbers because Fire Monkeys and EA have provided me with enough tokens to go ahead and get all the prizes so that I can do a video for you, which will follow this one probably tomorrow, showing all the prizes in real life. And then I may follow up with a future video going through the new career that we win. So as always, you guys, I would love it if you would give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And if you're new to my channel and you want to see more Sims mobile content, more Sims 4 content, and other content, go ahead and subscribe and then ring that bell, because that will let YouTube know you like notifications when I post something new on the channel, and that way you don't miss out on anything. And I have lots more coming, including, of course, more Sims Mobile. Until next time, have a great one.